Nemaria here, and welcome to yet another video on my YouTube channel. Anywho, welcome to the very second My Little Pony Monday. Woo! Yeah. So, this My Little Pony Monday, I will be talking about Animate Miami. Woo! Essentially, I will be talking about getting to meet the voice actresses and actors from My Little Pony. Well, voice actresses and actor. The only boy there was Peter New, but he's Big Mac. I mean, who else do you need to meet? Anywho, so I got to meet Andrea Libman, the voice of both Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie. That was really exciting. I actually got to meet her in person, and that was pretty cool. I also got to take a picture with her, which I was nervous about. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. It's, of course, one of those, lean over the table and they're on their side and you're on your side kind of pictures, but it's better than nothing. Anyway, I was in costume when I met her, and she really liked my costume, so that was pretty exciting. And she seems like such a sweetheart. We chatted for a little bit, and it was great to meet her. She's really nice. I also got to meet Nicole Oliver. Well, I didn't necessarily meet her, but I went to her Q&A panel, and I asked her questions, so that was kind of fun. And it's just, being around them is almost like meeting them, in the sense that you can kind of get a sense of their personality. And she was very nice. She's definitely very motherly, a lot like Celestia, in the sense that, she's always watching over Twilight. But in this case, Nicole was talking about her kids an awful lot, which was kind of nice to see that side of her. Also, she's pretty sassy, in a good way, not in a bad way. But she had some witty comebacks to some awkward questions that were asked by some of my fellow bronies and stuff. And some questions you just think people would just be nice enough not to ask, but guess not. Anywho, so I went to Animate Miami knowing that I was definitely going to be getting Andrea Libman's signature, because I had planned ahead, because it was $20 per autograph. Did not like the idea of spending money on autographs, really, but when am I ever going to get to meet her again? So I was like, okay, Fluttershy is my favorite, I have to get her autograph. So with that mindset, I knew I was going to at least get one autograph. And I will show that to you now. While I was at Animate, I actually picked up the second printing of the first issue comic books, like the special cover set, where the backgrounds, or not the backgrounds, but where they, hold on, there you go, where they all go together to make one giant picture. For example, hold on. Yeah, see? There we go. You know what I mean. Anyway, so I picked that up. It kind of made me sad when I realized that they only had because I went over to the booth and they didn't have any of the first prints, which I would have preferred, but hey, the second print is better than nothing. And the box is a little different from the first printing anyway. The first box set that they had, it was more of like a lilac, not a lilac, but it was a light pink, and it looked way different. So I kind of like that it has Rainbow Dash on the front and Pinkie Pie on the back. It's different. I don't know. Anyway, so of course, I knew I was gonna have her autograph something, but I couldn't, for the love of me, I couldn't figure out what. I was like, okay, I've got this she can sign. She could sign my plush. Well, at the time I didn't have my plush, but at the time I had I was like, oh, maybe she could sign my tiny little Fluttershy toy. But then I was like, no, I wanted to have something different. But I don't know. I ended up bringing a couple things to the con, thinking that, okay, maybe I'll get her to sign this, maybe I'll get her to sign that. And I got to the convention and I still couldn't make a decision. So I went around looking at the merchandise. And of course I found the comic set and I was like, yes, this is perfect. So I had her sign my Fluttershy comic. Woo! And of course I had her make it out to Anna Marie rather than sorry. Whoops. Goodness, this sucks. You know what I mean. I had her sign. There we go. Woo! I had her sign it to Anna Marie rather than to Nemaria because, of course, that's my actual name. Shh. So, I was successful in getting Andrea Libman's autograph. That was great. Woo! But that, the weekend was just phenomenal. Like, the whole weekend was fantastic. I went to the voice actors panel on Saturday, the My Little Pony, or it was either Saturday or Sunday. Anywho, it was the big panel where all the voice actors and actresses from My Little Pony that were there were going to be at the panel. And it was really cool to get to see them interact with each other and to, ask them questions and to get to be able to kind of see how they are as friends and coworkers rather than just, people on the TV show. So I spent, Saturday and Sunday I spent in costume. Friday I did not. I got in somewhat late. So I was just, the day was over with. I was tired, I was beat, I was done. But Sunday comes around, and something very special happened on Sunday that I'm still touched by it today. I was walking around in costume, and it was towards the end of the day, close to noon, 1-ish. Anyway, the point is, I was walking around in costume still, and I had gone to get my autograph from Andrea earlier that day. I was going to do it on Saturday, but I just got so preoccupied with panels that I ended up waiting until Sunday. So, I wasn't carrying anything at the time. I had already gone to put my autograph and such things like that in the, in the hotel room. So, just walking around, minding my own business, having fun with my friends, and this guy, he comes up to me, a fellow Brony, a nice boy, and he asks me, have you gotten her autograph yet? Now, I noticed in his hand, he's holding one of the little posters that you can get for the voice actors and actresses to sign, because they'll give you a little, like, it's not, you don't pay $20 and just go. You pay $20 and you get to pick out like a little poster that they can sign. So at least you get that. You don't have to have them sign that, but it was an option. And he was holding an autograph, like an autographed poster, little picture thing of Princess Celestia, and of course, it was signed by Nicole Oliver. And I was like, well, because I had been thinking about it. I'm like, well, I have a little extra money. Do I want to go and get Nicole to sign it? Like something. Do I want to go get her autograph? And I was like, I was thinking about it, but I haven't just yet. And he's like, well, do you want it? And I'm thinking, okay, first reaction at a con when someone asks you if you want something, it's not always free. I thought maybe he's going to haggle with me or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'll probably go get it in a little bit. And then he's like, no, do you want it? And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, do you want it? I have this autograph. I was walking around looking for someone who seemed nice and was preferably in costume to give it to. And I was like, excuse me? Are you being for real? Because you never know. I mean, being someone who wants to take you at your word, and I try to think the best of people before I ever think the worst. I was still a little nervous, and I was like, are you serious? Like, for real? He's like, yeah, do you want it? And I'm like, yes, please, is that okay? He said, yeah, that's fine, you seem really nice, here you go. And I was just like, that happened, and so he gave me an autograph from Nicole Oliver. And so I ended up getting 2 signatures that weekend, and looking back on it, I feel so bad because I was so excited. I should have asked him his name. I should have gotten a picture with him, something, anything, but it really, I was so excited. I didn't think, I mean, I thanked him and I hugged him, but I don't know. I kind of wish that I had done a little more to show him how thankful I was. But to you, whoever you are out there, thank you very much from the bottom of my Brony pony loving heart. It meant a lot to me, especially, just out of the blue like that, and I really appreciate it, so thank you. Animate Miami overall, like that was probably, like I had a lot of fun cosplaying with my big sister Michi and hanging out with my friends and getting to meet the voice actors and actresses, but that was probably the moment that made it one of the most special cons for me for this year. So it made a big difference, and I'm definitely, it just shows you, even just a tiny little gesture, although I wouldn't say that was tiny, just something like that can change your whole day, and I kind of want to carry that on. So I'm hoping, like every con that I go to from now on, I'm hoping that I can do one little thing to brighten someone's day. And yeah, even just a smile or making eye contact with someone and just a small conversation can change their day, but I've already made a habit of doing that. And I want to do something else, So his kindness, Fluttershy, his kindness definitely rubbed off on me. So I'm hoping I can, pass it along and inspire other people to do the same. But that's really, I know this video is really long and I apologize for that, but that's really all I have to say for this My Little Pony Monday. If you have any other questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. If anything special has happened to you regarding My Little Pony, or regarding just random acts of kindness, please, feel free to share them. I would love to read them. Who knows, they might give me some ideas. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It really touched me. I'm sorry. But I hope that this video maybe gets to him somehow, or maybe inspires you to go out and do something special for someone else without even thinking about yourself. Because that's what kindness is. Being kind to others regardless of what they do in return for you. Sorry, I'm kind of a Hallmark card sometimes. Anywho, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry it's so long. Thank you.